Hey there, fellow mystery lovers ready to explore a place where time bends, gods supposedly hang out, and science scratches its head. Today, we're venturing into the heart of the Himalayas to unravel the enigma of Mount Kailash. A mountain so shrouded in secrets, it's practically screaming, "Come solve me." Spoiler alert, you might leave with more questions than answers. Let's dive in. Imagine a mountain that's not just a mountain. For billions, Mount Kailash is the ultimate spiritual VIP lounge. Hindus believe it's where Lord Shiva meditates, chilling with his wife Parvati, while Buddhists say it's the home of Demchok, a deity representing supreme bliss. Jains revere it as the site where their first saint achieved enlightenment, and the ancient Bon religion claims it's the seat of all cosmic power. But here's the twist, no one's allowed to climb it. Not because it's technically impossible, but because it's sacrilege. Locals warn that disrespecting Kailash invites catastrophe. In 2001, a Spanish team planned to summit, until earthquakes rocked the region. They backed off. Coincidence? The mountain seems to say, "Try me." Now let's talk about the Kora, the sacred 32-mile trek around Kailash. Pilgrims believe completing it erases a lifetime of sins. But some trekkers swear something weird happens. One man claimed he finished the trek in a day, but his beard grew weeks' worth. Others say their compasses spun wildly, and they felt lighter, like gravity itself changed. Scientists blame altitude sickness, but locals smirk and say, the mountain plays tricks on time here. Speaking of time, Soviet researchers in the 90s allegedly found Kailash's peak acts like a giant energy antenna, emitting strange electromagnetic waves. Could this explain the time warp stories? Or is it just mountain magic? Alright, let's get nerdy. Grab your tinfoil hats, because satellite images show Kailash isn't your average peak. Its four near-perfect sides align exactly with the cardinal directions: north, south, east, west. Each face is a triangle, gleaming with black granite that locals call Shiva's crystal. And get this, the mountain's base it sits 666 meters above sea level. 666, a number tied to cosmic balance in Eastern traditions. Coincidence? Or divine math? Now, zoom out. Kailash is the bullseye of Asia's greatest rivers. The Indus, Sutlej, Brahmaputra, and Karnali all spiral outward like spokes on a wheel. Ancient texts say these rivers were created by Shiva's trident strike. But scientists have a wilder theory. The mountain's pyramid shape acts like a natural water divider, channeling glaciers into these rivers. Yet, no one can explain why the water from Lake Manasarovar, at Kailash's feet, stays eerily pure. Never freezing, never murky. Pilgrims drink it for healing. Scientists, they're still bottling samples, baffled. Oh, and about those underground cavities. Gravity sensors revealed hollow spaces bigger than the Empire State Building beneath Kailash. Some say they're ancient lava tubes. Others whisper about hidden chambers, filled with Tibetan scrolls, or even advanced technology left by a lost civilization. The kicker? No one's allowed to dig. The Chinese government keeps Kailash locked down tighter than Area 51. Let's rewind to 1938. The Nazis weren't just obsessed with swastikas. They were hunting for the Aryan homeland in Tibet. A team led by SS officer Ernst Schiess, for trek to Kailash, convinced it held the key to a superior race. They took measurements, shot footage, and abruptly fled. Rumor has it their diaries mentioned unexplained illnesses and shadows that moved on their own. Later, Soviet spies found their photos showed strange lights around the peak. Were the Nazis onto something? Or did Kailash mess with their heads? Fast forward to 1985. Legendary climber Reinhold Messner, the first to summit Everest solo, was offered a permit to climb Kailash. He refused, saying, "If conquer this mountain, we conquer something in people's souls." Smart move. In the 90s, a Russian team used drones to map the summit. The drones crashed. Their batteries drained to zero in seconds. One pilot swore he saw a flash of blue light before his screen went dark. And let's not forget the Yeti rumors. Sherpas report massive footprints near Kailash's base. Could the abominable snowman be the mountain's bouncer, keeping intruders out? Okay, let's fact check. Scientists say Kailash's time warp is just altitude-induced delirium. The pyramid shape, wind erosion over millions of years. But then why do geomagnetic readings spike near the peak? Why do helicopters struggle to fly above it, their instruments glitching? One pilot reported his altimeter jumping 2,000 feet in seconds. The official explanation? Technical errors. Sure, and UFOs are just weather balloons. Here's another head-scratcher: Kailash's shadow. During sunset, the peak casts a perfect triangular shadow that aligns with the nearby swastika mountain. Yes, that's its real name. Ancient Buddhists carved swastikas, a symbol of eternity. into rocks here millennia before the Nazis hijacked it. Is this a celestial marker, a map to another dimension, or just a really cool shadow? And don't get me started on the sinkholes. In 2016, satellite images showed massive chunks of Kailash's south face collapsing into caverns below. Geologists say it's natural erosion. Conspiracy theorists, they're screaming, the mountain is hollowing itself out to hide its secrets. So, what's the verdict? Is Kailash a stargate like in Stargate's SG-1? Tibetan monks say advanced beings from Shambhala guard it. Others think it's a giant crystal pyramid, amplifying Earth's energy. Oh, and let's not forget the Kailash curse. Trekkers who steal rocks from the mountain allegedly suffer accidents, illness, or worse. One blogger took a pebble in 2020 and his house burned down weeks later. Yikes. But maybe the answer's simpler. Maybe Kailash is a mirror. It reflects our need to believe in something bigger, a mystery that defies logic. After all, in a world where we've mapped every inch of the planet, isn't it thrilling that one mountain still says, "Nope, you don't get to know"? Alright, Mystery Squad, what do you think? Is Mount Kailash a divine beacon, an ancient alien artifact, or Mother Nature's greatest troll job? Drop your theories below, and if you're craving more mind-blowing mysteries, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and remember, some secrets aren't meant to be solved, just wondered at. Until next time.